this mission. We've just been held by Admiral Tanay. So what I do is I'll get the audio for that mission. So we're held Admiral Tanay for part 8. Going to the Dera system to save the Remans. Doing Frozen, and we'll also do episode 10. Well, then Sunday we'll finish this off. Should have a new ship, I think, by the end of this.
We know from the information you recovered from the Vahar system that the Tal Shiar are planning to attack a Reman settlement in the Dera system. We have an opportunity to reach the settlement first. This may be a completely internal matter, and if so, the Prime Directive will come into play. We will not be able to interfere, but if there is an outside influence directing these matters, we must know what it is. Our encounters with the Undine and the Changelings have proven that there are entities attempting to move the powers of the Quadrant like pieces in a cow-toe game. It is essential to protecting the Federation to see these attempts for what they are and counter them. I want you to go to the Dera system and learn more about the Reman uprising. The Remans will have hidden their base, so you may have to use subterfuge to find it. One more thing. I realize this is a dangerous situation and that you may be drawn into conflict, but do not antagonize the Remans or the Romulans if you can avoid doing so. We are already at war with the Klingon Empire. I would prefer to avoid another extended conflict.
Aye, aye, Admiral.
I have new missions for you.
So off to the Dera system, which is over here. So hopefully we'll, not doing that yet. I shouldn't even know who you are, Datan. Go away. Yes, I've done a few things off screen. On my captain skills, silly bastard. Get my accuracy up. Yeah, I guess otherwise I couldn't hit the broadside of a bulk cube. I mean, worse than trying and fanning shots. Oh, so miss transwarp. Right, actually, I so miss slipstream. Slipstream will make this short trip. Brighten up the floor. Okay, approaching Dera. There's Dera 3, so there he is. Here we go. Discovery. Charlotte. Lieutenant Commander, the Remans are jamming our sensors and there's no way to determine where their base is located without assistance. We need a guide. Sensors are picking up a communication satellite nearby. We should be able to modify it to emit a signal that the Remans will think is from one of their ships. When the Remans send someone to investigate the signal, we can get a sensor lock on their ship and follow them back to their base. Good thinking, Batman. Yeah, well, the disabled bloody... there's a camera, right? Modifications are complete, Lieutenant Commander, and when we trigger the transmission, the Remans should think it's from a vessel that is losing power and needs assistance. There is a micro-nebula aft of our location. That should be sufficient to conceal the Exodus energy signature that we will wait for, and while we wait for our Reman guide to arrive. There they are. The signal work, Captain Reman scouting range, now moving to scan the area. I have a sensor lock on the Reman vessel. We should be able to track if it goes to warp. Detecting a large build-up, sir. The roof it's near the Reman ship. Romulan's battle strip is power and disruptors, Captain. We should go to red. They're firing on the Reman ship. Now shipping energy engine damage, sir. It's cloaking. Remans are already tempted to be. We have to deal with that Romulan vessel. Captain, the Reman's ship has cloaked, but its engines are damaged and the sensors are detecting a tachyon leak. They can't stay hidden for long. If we distract the Romulans, then the Remans will have a chance to decloak and go to warp. Otherwise, I don't think we can last long against the Romulans. I think they can't last. We can. If the Reman vessel is destroyed, we will lose our best chance of finding the base. Then we shall not allow that to happen, Lieutenant. Red alert. Power to the weapons. Captain incoming hail from the lead Romulan vessel. There's only one Romulan vessel. Okay, thank you, Commander. Lieutenant. They know we're here. Well, of course they can, and we can see us. Putting it on the main view screen now. Incoming message.
Ah, you're a good distance out of your Federation's territory, aren't you? Offer no aid or assistance to these Reman rebels and leave this system immediately. If you do so, I can overlook your intrusion into an internal affair. Otherwise, I would be forced to see your presence here as an invasion of Romulan territory. That would be unfortunate. For you.
So, no negotiations. I'm just gonna shoot at him. Right. Okay. Not very Federation, very Starfleet of me.
Target's shields have failed.
Oh. Wait, what? Oh, fuck, don't. Oh. Bollocks. Oh well. Lieutenant Commander, the Reman scouts decloaked. They tried to shake us, and we needed close enough to get a lock on the ship's warp signature. Reman ship is on the move, sir. We should follow it. No shit, Sherlock. Who's in command of this damn vessel? Well, I'm not supposed to overtake you, am I? Oops. When I last fought you, I was in a little shuttlecraft. Now I am in my big ship. So come at me, bro. I didn't realise how big the Mungai heavy warbird actually was. Die! Oh, I wish I was level 65. Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? There he is. Yeah, that didn't end well. Reman's ship has executed a short warp jump and I have locked it on its coordinates so we can engage warp as soon as you're ready. Yeah, let's get the hell out of there. He just walked for a rock. He ain't survived, I can tell you that. Now where the hell are we? I'm not picking up any ships here, Lieutenant Commander, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's one or more cloaked ships in the area. Reman cloaked ships can appear as a concentration of tetron particles. I will continue scanning the area. Well, you are a science officer. There is something interesting on the planet's surface, however. Sensors are detecting a large underground installation. It could very well be the base that the Reman resistance is using. The entire area is protected by a magnetic shield. Okay, very Star Warsy of them. Though we can't transport inside. There's a series of caverns connected to the installation. We should send a team there and try to find a way to disable or circumvent the magnetic shield. What? No fight? You said there would be ships here. You lied to me. I'll bust you down to ensign. There might be some cloaked ships here, but actually no there ain't. Lieutenant Commander, this is incredible. The underground cavern we are in is natural, but the base itself is a ship, a Dera class, if my tricorder readings are correct. The Remans moved a derelict vessel into the cavern. We appear to be in a maintenance area adjacent to the hull of the ship. The Remans probably mine these tunnels for raw materials. picking up multiple veins of ore that could be useful if they're replicating ship parts or weapons. I'm not reading any way into the ship from here, though. We need to find the entrance. Well, of course. Interesting. Awfully bloody dark in here. I don't know the things from Star Trek 6. Played this game for so bloody long I didn't even realise it, and they actually are. Consoles in this room appear to be operating heavy machinery Remans used to create the cavern. The entrance to the base should be ahead. This tunnel leads directly into the main area of the base, but it is completely blocked. I wonder if a weapon on its highest setting could reach it. The gate is made of titanium alloy. Trinitanium. No English. Lieutenant Commander. Can you call me sir? Yeah. There's no way a hand weapon can blast through it. We need something with a lot more power. That's it. Sir, did you see the mining laser? It's operational. We might be able to modify it to do the job. I think the controls of the laser are on the other side of this wall. Malfunction, automatic shutdown. Something must be wrong with the mining laser, sir. We should perform a more detailed scan to determine the source of the problem. Lieutenant Commander, the mining laser's power system isn't strong enough. We won't be able to cut through the titanium. And I think there are several different ways to fix this. Your career training will help. Your engineering instructors always said to determine the cause of a problem before you attempt to solve it. You should run a level 1 diagnostic on the mining laser's power system. Another level 1 diagnostic. Well, that's not what's bloody marked, is it? Diagnostic results. No malfunction is detected in mine laser. Power supply is inadequate to operate laser at full power. Recommendations: replace power conduits to increase power capacity. I added power capacity because it sounds better. The damp and cold conditions in the cave could have caused some of the power conduits to fail. If you are able to find the damaged ones and replace them, repair them, you should be able to increase the output of the mining laser. There you are. Gonna make ice spiders. I hate spiders, don't we all? Why does every new species we encounter try to kill us? We just... You just called them ice spiders. That would they have been seen before. What's so damn dark in here? Well, see spiders that big, just get a bigger boot. They're sexist. That did it, sir. Power out of the mine lation is steady and we should be able to fire. You may fire when ready. All the update cutscenes in this, and they still haven't updated that. Success. The path inside the Reman base is clear, Lieutenant Commander. The Remans will be alerted of our presence, so we'll need to be careful, but I have a feeling that OBSEC wants to see us. So you don't think that us shooting the place up and firing a big hole in their gate will be anything that wouldn't suffice to say that enough to think that we don't think that they know that we're coming? Hmm? We made enough noise. I'm pretty sure they know we're coming. Hello. Hello, Remans. Okay. Short and sweet. Yeah, perhaps that might have worked, you know, just knocking. I just fucking realised, no why it's so damn dark in here. Remans don't like the fucking light. What a tear. That's why it's so fucking dark in here. Yeah. Bloody hell. That's because I don't really like Nemesis that much. I mean, Nemesis actually was pretty shit, so that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, Remans don't like the light. That's why it's so dark in here.
This place won't be safe forever. We have to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. Prepare the... Ah, it's you. Welcome to the heart of the Resistance, little spy. There is so much for us to discuss, and so little time. The Shiar have discovered this, our last refuge. They will be here soon, and my people and I will have to fight for our lives. Yet one question remains. Will you be our friend, or our enemy?
Oh, I love that glitch.
My hope is that you are here to talk, but I am prepared for the alternative. The Shiar could arrive at any time. Speak quickly.
Yeah, but I'm going to ask you all these questions, and you're going to answer them. Why are you doing this? Why fight the Shiar? Stupid question.
Why? You ask why? This place is one of the last sanctuaries left to my people, and even it is lost to us now. The Romulans have driven us from our homes, destroyed our ships, and captured or killed our loved ones. They seek to exterminate us, and we will not go quietly.
Into the night.
Understand, I do not want this war. I want freedom for my people. It is the Romulans and the Dark Masters they serve who have caused this. Now they must suffer the consequences. Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Did Seela order these attacks?
This campaign of terror is the Tal Shiar's doing, not the Empress's. Still, Seela does nothing to stop it. There is little love between the Empress and the Tal Shiar. Did you know that many years ago, she was exiled from Romulus for attempting to assassinate the head of their order? The Tal Shiar have their own masters, and Seela despises what she cannot control. Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Don't interrupt me again, Obisek. Why do you think the Tal Shiar is doing this?
Harkeev and the Tal Shiar no longer serve the Empire. The demons of air and darkness are their masters now. They whisper in the night for chaos and despair, and Harkeev gives them blood as tribute. Our blood.
That's a bit graphic.
Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Tell me more about these demons.
I've never seen one of these demons, and I will not speak their name, but I know they exist. Eons ago, they ruled this part of the galaxy. After thousands of years of tyranny and death, the races they ruled rose up against them, driving them from their home world into unexplored space. We thought they had been destroyed. We were wrong. The demons of air and darkness survive, and they hunger for revenge. Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Why do you still have the Follow-on weapons?
A small supply. They are terrible things. Weapons of war so horrible, they should have never been invented at all. But they were. And my enemies are great. If I must resort to barbarism to free my people, that is not too high of a price to pay.
Yeah, but follow-on weapons are pretty nasty.
Is there anything else you wish to ask?
No matter how much you hate somebody, you don't really want to use follow-on weaponry on them. Have you tried to find a peaceful solution?
There will be no peace. Not while Harkeev lives. This is not a problem that can be solved by diplomacy. Harkeev kills my people, I kill his. That is how it will be, until one of us is dead. Is there anything else you wish to ask?
What do you want? What do you want from me?
We need your help. Talk to Starfleet Command. Tell them what you have seen. Tell them if my people are to survive, we need assistance. Starships, soldiers, medicine, protection for the refugees. I'm asking for the Federation's aid. You claim to be an organization dedicated to freedom for all peoples. Tell me, will you help my people now? Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Okay, so we've got two options here. We've got surrender, and I will see that you're treated fairly. I may not agree with your tactics, but I will not stop you. No, I do that.
I am glad you see things my way. Get instructions from your commanders if you must, but the battle rages, and we must join it. With your help, my people will be free.
Let Obisek go.
I'm pleased you see that my cause is just. We can do great.
Sir, Romulan transporter signals detected.
I will return to my ship and attempt to hold off their forces. Help my soldiers defend this base. Start the evacuation. We must get the civilians out.
The Tal Shiar have entered the base.
Commander Raushna, transport the reinforcements here. Tell them to assist our new ally.
Security forces transporting.
Fight well, my friend. My people are counting on you.
Right. How the hell are the Romans beamed through this? Lieutenant Commander, we've lost our transporter lock on you and your away team. The Tal Shiar must reactivate transport inhibitors. You need to find that inhibitor and shut it down. But it's a magnetic shield. Nobody knows the damn shield.
Enemy target spotted. Shield losing power. Flanking damage detected.
There's a magnetic shield. How the hell did they get through it? Goddamn Romulans.
Personal shield losing power.
There is no death. There is the Force.
Personal shield losing power. Enemy combatants in close proximity.
Reman, you should be able to handle it from here, Lieutenant Commander. We should return to the ship and report to Admiral Tanay. Obasek trusts us, but I don't know if he's right about the outside influences on Harkeev's actions. But I'm sure that he believes these demons are real. If there's someone threatening Harkeev to... someone directing Harkeev to attack the Remans, this isn't purely an internal matter now, and the requirements of the Prime Directive aren't as clear. Even if he's wrong, Obasek is seeking the Federation's help. Without it, the Remans may be exterminated. Are we supposed to simply ignore genocide? Well, I still think General Order Number 1 still stands, but I kind of just violated the Prime Directive, so yeah. Admiral Tanay.
I sympathize with Obasek's plight, but I do not know if we will be able to assist him. He has no proof of these demons that he claims are directing Harkeev's actions. Without that, becoming directly involved in this conflict would be a violation of the Prime Directive. We will protect the Federation, offer aid to the refugees, and keep this conflict from spilling over into our territory. But if Obasek and his followers are going to continue this fight, they will do so without Starfleet support.
Yeah, but if you ask the Council, we are kind of answer to them.
I have
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
Okay, is there more going on? There is more going on here. We can't just ignore it.
I agree with you. There is more to this story, and we must continue to follow the trail until all is revealed. As I have said, directly assisting the Remans against the Tal Shiar would be interfering with an internal affair, and that is prohibited by Starfleet regulations. However, I will authorize you to continue investigating this matter. If you can find evidence that supports Obasek's claims, then more options will be open to us.
We're being held by Obasek, putting him on screen now. The Reman resistance is very much in need of your help.
My contacts tell me that Starfleet has rejected my request for military assistance. That is regrettable, but not unexpected. The Tal Shiar are formidable opponents, as are the forces directing their action. I understand why the Federation would hesitate to engage them directly. So today I appeal to you, not as an ally in battle, but as a person of compassion. My people need your help. I need your help. One of our ships was carrying a load of Thalaron weapons through the Nopata system. That ship has disappeared. There are no indications there was a battle. It's as if my ship and its cargo simply vanished. I know you have your reservations about the lengths to which I will go to secure the freedom of my people. Tell me, if you do not trust me with Thalaron weapons, do you want Harkeev to have them? I can provide you with the last coordinates of the vessel. Please help me. Do what you will with the weapons, if they survive. But find my people.
Okie dokie. Time to do some maths. I hate this mission. Okay. Accept, and we're heading to the Napata system, which is over here. Fun with maths. Yay. Well, that was a fun-filled adventure. Just keep remembering to put things up here. This should take us to rank 20. This mission. That'll be a new ship. Lieutenant Commander, I'm not reading any active vessels on the scanners. There is, however, a debris field nearby. It's clustered around the satellite in orbit of the planet, and the composition of the debris corresponds with ships that have gone missing in this region. I keep scanning, sir, but we'll need to take a closer look before I can determine if there's a failure on weapons in one of the husks. Scan the ship. Lieutenant Commander, I'm not detecting the vessel that Obasek sent us to find, but all the ships in this debris field show signs of being affected by the same thing. High frequency energy beam that overloaded all of their systems. If the Reman ship was hit by that beam, it might have crashed into the planet's surface or gone adrift somewhere else in the system. Detecting energy readings on the satellite, sir. If the Reman crew detected them as well, they could have tried to use it to record a distress signal. I would need a closer look before attempting an uplink with the satellite's communication array.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Captain, we're stuck. This beam is holding us like a fly in a spider's web. We have managed to keep the life support and environmental systems active, but almost everything else is offline. Shields, weapons and engines, nothing works. I'm not detecting any life signs on the satellite, sir. But there is a compartment with life support. The systems operating the beam must have re-automated. It's nice that our scanners are still working. The Chief says that we'll be able to have enough power to backups from one transport. Recommend we send an away team over to the satellite and find a way to turn the beam off. Yeah, we're ready to go. Yeah, the mysterious satellite. Captain, the consoles appear to be controlling the beam that's draining the power from the Exeter, but there's a security lock preventing access. We need to find a usable console. Alright. If I'm correct, it's over here. That's where we start. This console doesn't appear to be locked like the others. Whoever did this must not be thought this console would be used in inventory control. It was important. I think I can access the back door into the rest of the satellite programs from here. I see the problem. The Romulan consoles are causing a lockout by forcing the satellite's primary processors to run through a series of equations and removing key bits of information from the answers, which causes the processors to lock up. If we can solve these equations and put the correct information directly into the console, security lock of the satellite controls should be released. I've downloaded the corrupted equations into the console for you to work on. Yeah, fucking great. Bloody maths. Did this shit at school, I don't need to fucking do it on a computer game. Thank God for modern technology, eh? Yes, I suck at maths, so sue me. Probably people will be watching this going, I know that, that's easy, you silly cunt. And to you I say, bugger off. Or just randomly putting them in normally works. Nope. Yay! Could have just done that. Yeah. Probably someone screaming at the screen going, "You fucking idiot, you could just have done that." Rather than instead there and done the fucking maths. Silly twat. Captain, we've solved the equations. Well, I solved the equations, you did fuck all. That will cause issues in the other consoles. Now we need to plug these correct values into the consoles controlling the security lock, and then we should be able to access all the satellite's major operations. I say it so smugly, you goddamn Vulcan. Captain, this console controls the satellite targeting functions. I'm not sure if there's any way to disable whatever that is disabling the systems on our ship, but we can get the satellite to target something else, which may be a chance of prying our ship free. Lieutenant Commander, the satellite has ensnared a piece of debris near the ship. Its stranglehold on us is weaker, but we're not out of the woods yet. Critical systems are stable, but we do not have weapons or long-range communications. God's sake. So that was bright. I don't think this one is next actually. Yeah, I think it's the other one first. It's this one. Captain, this console controls the satellite general operations. Perhaps we could turn it off at all the functions affecting our ship. Change operation status. Set satellite operations off. Yeah, that was right originally. It was this one first. Override power control. Power save mode disengaged. Access priority overridden. 6317. This console looks like the controls the satellite's power supply. Since we weren't able to free our ship for targeting something else, perhaps we can decrease the power of the satellite's weapon. Then the exeter might be able to break free. Update power save modes. Set load economical. Restore factory default settings. Lieutenant Commander, we have found that the Exeter does not attempt to move or fire on the satellite. Then when it goes to low power version of the beam affecting us, it's almost like an energy saving mode. We can use that to our advantage. At least we won't have to worry about life support. We can hold the ship stable and keep working on boosting the power of the critical systems while you try to disrupt the satellite's functions and free us. Oh, that's easy. No, I'm just going to turn the fucking thing off. And yeah, no, change operational status to off. Captain, the systems are coming back online all over the ship. We have weapons, shields, even replicators are working again. Yay! Transporters are standing by, sir. We can beam you back as soon as you're ready. Return to the ship. And, well, that will be the end of this. Wait, what? Where am I? Now what?
If you fail to comply with commands,
now we fight or we die. Make sure you pick up a melee weapon. All of your gear is deactivated, and I won't protect you in there.
Get weaponed. Yeah, king on bat left.
I've never seen those weapons used before by anyone in the arena. I think the mercenaries who act as the occasional guard thought that those weapons might actually be worth something, unlike the beat-up ones they let us use. My best guess is that they're looking to sell them at some point when their contract here is up for some extra money.
But until we can find a way to get past these force fields, those weapons don't really concern us.
Remember to equip your new weapon.
Yeah, I'll stick with the bat left, thank you.
commencing test 1. No pod in desert Akari entering testing. Commencing test 2. Releasing warrigals now.
Reman.
Proceeding to test 3. Prisoner 1478, remain in the area for interrogation. Prisoner, return to holding area. Failure to comply will result in punishment.
Oh. Didn't get to hear the Amok time theme. Curses. Talk to Sack.
What do you want?
Who are you?
My name is Slamek. I am part of a resistance. Perhaps you have heard of it? About a week ago, I was part of a crew ferrying weapons from one base to another. When we passed through this system, a satellite disabled our ship. It drifted into the planet's atmosphere. I activated the emergency transporter, and a few of us were able to transport to safety before the ship crashed in the desert. We were looking for shelter and a way to contact our people when a group of soldiers found us. They took us here and kept throwing us into the arena. Now I'm the only one remaining. That is all I know.
Soldiers? What kind of soldiers?
I don't know who was responsible for this place. The trainers and the guards all appear to be mercenaries, without any clue about what's going on. They're paid to keep us in cages and look the other way. The night I was brought in, I was interrogated. There were bright lights in my eyes and a synthetic voice asking me questions. Whoever it was, took care to conceal his identity.
Any idea what they want with us?
I have no idea what they want with us, or why they make us fight. This all seems like some sort of giant game, but there is no one in the stands to be entertained.
Are there any other prisoners being forced to fight?
There are others. I hear other fights. If there are other prisoners, I have never been able to contact them. We are kept separated and caged, unless we are fighting.
You found another way to contact the
I
prisoners.
do not wish to continue talking with you.
I think I should apologise to me. I'm sorry about what I said. Can we continue? Okay.
Now I recall. You were working on all those errands when we were attacked. I managed to escape on the shuttle, and some of us signed on with a freighter. As you can see, things didn't work out so well after that. We were transporting a shipment of Thaleron weapons. I know that your people will not use them. We do not want to, but our fight is getting desperate. We needed to do something, anything, that would shift the tide of war. Even if that choice was horrific. I jettisoned our cargo as we were entering the atmosphere. The weapons were completely destroyed. I've seen what Thaleron weapons are capable of firsthand. I cannot allow them to contaminate a world not involved in my people's fight.
Any ideas who brought you here?
I don't know who was responsible for this place. The trainers and the guards all appear to be mercenaries, without any clue about what's going on. They're paid to keep us in
Yeah, we
cages
know
and
this
look
shit.
the other way.
Any idea what they want with us?
No idea what they want with us, or why they make us fight. I think
Are they
there
prisoners?
I hear other fights. If there are other prisoners,
Is there any way out of here?
The trainers carry key cards. That's the only way I know to get through the defenses.
Do you think we can get one of those cards?
Can I trust you?
Yes.
I can see that we think the same way, friend. A few years ago, I worked as a bodyguard for a Ferengi merchant. He had a talent for acquiring latinum. And during my time with him, I learned a few things. I was able to lift a key card from one of the trainers during my interrogation. If you help me, I think we can overpower the guards and escape through the main door in the arena.
Let's get out of here. Convenient.
If you fail to comply with commands, you will be punished.
The thing is, they said that all technology has been disabled, but my drone actually set off, so it's quite funny, that is. Right.
Test scenario 4 activated. A Hala released.
We need more help! I'll try to free the other prisoners. You fight the worms!
Enemy targets on center.
Big worm.
Use the consoles on the sides of the arena to fight the Elder Worm!
Get them, seeker drone for the Republic. Oh shit, wrong game. Kingdom for a lightsaber.
Just like last time. Use the remaining console on the side of the arena to fight the Elder Worm!
Stop shooting at me.
There's another set of consoles by the metal wall! Use them while the worm is distracted! I've been hit! I can't continue, my friend! You'll need to protect me!
Wowzers. Me. Damn it! I died!
Enemy target on sensors.
The worm destroyed the metal wall! Run! That's our way out! Romulan base? Here? What did they want with us? And what is that device?
Oh. Access console. Project Decimation. New subject: Lieutenant Commander Jessica Andrews, captured from the USS Exeter. Initial analysis: subject threat level is high and risk of escape or intervention in testing is elevated. Notify Colonel Harkeev and escalate to level 6 trials. Well, it's nice to know, isn't it? Project goal: to determine the matrix of the Alpha Quadrant species. We must determine which species can be pitted against each other for maximum devastation effect to each. Tests will not be limited to sentient species, as the Arconians have technology that will allow us to effectively introduce new fauna to alien worlds. Nice to know that I'm a level 6 threat. Honoured Masters, it will take some time to complete my report, but I have a few personal observations for you that may prove useful. Please consider them consider them when you make your plans. Humans and Klingons have shown the greatest proliferation towards fighting when they have no choice to show a chance of victory. Breaking a Vulcan's emotional control will usually render him helpless. They have no ability to process the emotions that they zealously suppress. Bajorans will fight to the death to defend homes or loved ones, but they may reject a fight that doesn't threaten what they told Dera. Betazoids will detect betrayal almost instantly, but their telepathic senses can be overwhelmed by extreme pain or violent thoughts. This can allow an infiltrator to escape their notice. Possible wedge to break the Klingon Empire may be the Gorn. More than 77% of Gorn captives chose to help the other Gorn before assisting the Klingon. Even if they have a choice resulting in the death of the Klingon. Herodians are formidable in single combat, but their fractured society reduces their threat level significantly. I am unable to separate a true symbiont from their host in separate studies. 2 attempts to implant a symbiont in a host of another species has failed. Both the symbiont and the host have died within hours. Undine are quite interesting. I request more time to study this race in greater detail. Records of Prisoner 1478. Captured along with a small group of Remans soldiers by Desert Patrol interrogation. Inconclusive. Recommend that we use holographic conditioning. Single combat. Their subject was wounded on 4 occasions but survived all tests. Recommendation: Prisoner 1478 may be suitable subject for team testing or alternative study. Forward data to Colonel Harkeev for evaluation. Access personal log. They contacted me again. My associates have two tasks for me now. First is the destruction of the Remans. I understand their anger. The Remans are attempting to rise above their station. They're mindless slaves and they need to be respected their betters. Terrace was able to contact them. After Starfleet captured her, the surviving Remans developed delusions of self-worth. This troublemaker who calls himself Obsec, who is he to tell them that they can't be free? Who is he to tell them that they can be free? Does a beast of burden have the rights to choose his own destiny? If the problem were not so irksome, it would be almost comical. I will present Obsec's broken corpse to the Iconians in tribute. They will reward me richly for my loyalty. The second task I will take more effort. The Iconians want data. They want the species of the Alpha Quadrant tested until they break. They want to know their weaknesses and how to exploit them. They want to see their strengths and they will know how to destroy them. I will admit I will take no pleasure in this task. It will be quite entertaining to make some of these self-righteous humans turn on each other, or push one of the blistering blackguards of Kronos until he begs for death. Oh, and the Vulcans. I will make the Vulcans weep, and I will savour each tear. I know of an abandoned Colosseum and the Parta system. We can find a way to lure test subjects there. It will take time and effort, but I'm confident that I can do what the Iconians want. Okay, Harkeev's mad. This Samek looks like a Iconian gateway. It appears that whoever created this laboratory has rigged controls to an Iconian gateway. You might be able to pull some information off the logs. Access communications. Assessing most recent communication. Our master's presence wears thin. Patience wears thin. Harkeev. The time grows short. And you still have not provided all the species data that they require. And we're having trouble acquiring targets. Provided with the necessary technology to modify the satellite and the Parta system, but your little snare is slow. Someone's mocking him. Thank you. What we need is more test subjects. Perhaps a small colony would be enough. I will contact you again to work out the details. Access transport log. Accessing the last 5 destinations in the Parta base: Delta, IWR Level, Ray 3, Dera 4, and if listening, post Gamma. Access to gateway controls. Biometric energy mismatch. Access denied. Gateway shut down in 10 seconds. Well, we're not going out that way then, sunshine. The fact I have to keep jumping for that.
Watch out. There are Romulan Scorpion fighters overhead. They're looking for us. We need to move quickly and smartly to avoid detection. I recommend we head to the east. See that mountain in the distance? My ship crashed on the other side. It may have something we can use to signal your vessel. The search for us will only get more intense the longer we stay here. We need to get away from the arena as quickly as possible.
Well, no shit, Sherlock.
There's straight for us. Quick, take cover in those dark rocks over there, and wait for it to pass over. Stay still and wait for that fighter to pass overhead. If we are fortunate, they won't detect us.
Haven't they got windows?
They didn't see us. Let's move on. I can't go on. My injuries from the arena are too painful. We need to find a place to rest for a moment.
Can't I just shoot him? Oh no, I'm a Starfleet officer. Can't shoot somebody. Rest here.
Forgive me, my friend, but the pain... I need to rest, just for a moment. My wounds are agonizing. I fear the worm's venom may have infected me. The pain is excruciating. My vision is blurred, and my blood burns in my veins.
Oh, I'm listening to you. I just don't have to chat. I don't have to chat on the PlayStation. I can see you.
Before we were captured, my science officer said that the local plants here have medicinal qualities.
I can see you.
Please, I need your help. Find something.
It's just I disabled the chat for this.
I need something to disinfect my wound. Something to treat my fever. And anything that will ease my pain. Thank you, my friend. I know that I would have died today if it weren't for you.
Well, thank you for finding it interesting. Anyway, yeah, I can see your chat. It's just it's only on YouTube. This plant looks like it would work as a disinfectant. It's astringent enough to clear out any possible infection Semic might have contracted from the worm's attack, but you think you need more than samples from this type of plant to deal with the injury of severe Samilax. This type of plant grows in the wastes in the washes of the desert. Look for a large flat area. This plant is an anesthetic qualities, but it won't be strong enough as anything you have in the med bay on the Exeter, but it would take the edge of Sam's pain. You might get him to his feet again. This type of plant grows in the shade. Look for the sides of hills and cliffs. Yeah, I can see it now. Damn, I've really been going for over an hour? Jeebus. If only I was Klingon, I would just shoot him. This plant looks like it would have worked on as an antipledic. It would help alleviate Simic's fever. Unfortunately, this particular plant doesn't look healthy, and you aren't getting sap from it. You will need to find a more robust sample of this plant before you treat Simic's injuries. This type of plant is sunny and windy growing conditions. Look for these on the top of fields. Crap.
Thank you, my friend. I'm feeling better now. I think I can continue.
Can you? Oh, great. Head to the canyon, so I'm going to turn that off. I prefer full screen. Yeah, so I can see people talking to me. It's just I prefer full screen because you can actually see what's going on. I don't like the chat window down the side. Where the frick am I going? But thank you, Chainlink, for your comment. If you're still watching.
Now that we're in the canyon, we shouldn't have to worry about the fighters anymore. Just the local wildlife. Keep your eyes open.
Always got my eyes open. Plus I have a big gun. Why don't you run like that when you're bloody, run. Run! Run, Forrest, run! Yeah. That joke's fucking older than me. Actually, no, it's not. I'm older than that joke. Alright, follow the canyon.
The weather isn't going to hold out for too much longer. We should look for a place to spend the night. I've noticed that there are things we can gather along the way to make our night more pleasant.
Are you always so bloody negative? Bloody hell.
The search patrols are moving on. We will not survive a night in this desert. We need to find shelter and safety. If we can scavenge provisions to create a camp, we'll have a better chance of reaching the wreckage of my ship alive. I don't know about you, but it has been many hours since I last ate. Our captors gave us just enough food to keep us alive, but I can hear a pack of wild wargles. I have killed hundreds of wargles in the tests. I wonder what they taste like. I expect the wargles will probably lair somewhere near water. Perhaps up on a ridge where they can leap down on prey. Let's both keep a lookout somewhere that we may find them.
Hold on. Why am I hunting? Surely this would be a tactical thing, wouldn't it? Wow, these
Looks
wargles.
like prime wargle territory. A pack could easily hide in those craggy hills to the north and come down for water when they aren't hunting.
You know quite a lot about this area. I don't remember introducing myself to you either. Okay, alright. Really?
That should last us through the night. Let's get into this cave before the temperature drops anymore. The temperature is dropping rapidly now.
Yes, of course it
This
is.
cave should protect us from the elements. I've done some exploring. It looks like this cave continues when the sun rises side of the mountain. We could save time and energy by using the passage instead of trying to find a path over the mountain. Excellent. The passage saved us hours. This could be a good day. Let's find my ship. My ship isn't far from here. I think I can make out smoke from the wreckage on the horizon. There she is. She wasn't much to look at, but she was ours. When we were flying through space, we were free. Perhaps she can help us one last time.
Yeah, well, that's always nice to always have a fine ship. Interesting, it's still smouldering after a week. Good to
I should check to see if the emergency beacon survived the crash. But in the likely event it didn't, we might be able to piece together some components to create a makeshift emergency beacon.
Look for a way to contact your ship. There is no way this vessel will ever fly again. Damage done for the fall for the planet atmosphere is severe. If the emergency distress beacon wasn't vaporized in the crash, it's probably buried under 30 meters of rock and sand like the singularity driving a cargo base. You do, however, find a backup generator with a minuscule amount of energy left. If you had the right components, you think you can construct a makeshift subspace beacon to contact your ship. You won't be able to do anything more than transmit a few pulses to let your crew know that you are here, but it should do the trick. So we need to find navigation beacon, communication array, and a subspace distortion inverter. That's the inverter. That's the navigation beacon. Doesn't look like a Romulan vessel. And the communication array. Bada bong, bada bing. Attach emergency beacon to the ship's power source. Wait for a rescue outside.
Did you think you could run from me? There is no place where I cannot find you. My spies are everywhere. Prisoner 1478, take your place. You did your job admirably. It is good to know at least one Reman understands who is the master and who is the slave. The loss of the listening post was a minor setback. The Reman's refuge in the Dera system has been destroyed. Dozens of subjects have been tested in my arena. When the Iconians return, they will find I have done all they have asked, and more. But you will not be there on that dreaded day. This tiresome game ends now. You could have been such a fascinating test subject, but this time, no. This time I think a more direct approach is best. Ready? Aim. No!
He got shot. One of his own men have stormtrooper aim and shot him. Aha! Yay! Materials, purchasing, research, blah 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 blah. Promotional tier 6 ship. Woo! The Enterprise, D7 from Discovery. Yay, Discovery. Or as it should be known, the show that pisses on the law. I tried to put me in the Thylaurian system. That's nice. And we'll return to OBSEC.
I apologize for Slamic's action. I had no idea there was a traitor in our midst. If his actions caused harm to you or your crew, forgive me. That was not my intent. However, your trip to the Nopata system was not in vain. Now you see. Now you know. Harkeev is a pawn of a greater power. The demons of air and darkness are here. You should report to your superiors. Tell them what you have seen here. Open their eyes to the dangers that lurk in the shadows.
Will do.
Congratulations, Commander.
We're being held by Admiral Quinn on screen. Congratulations, Jessica Andrews. You're proving yourself to be invaluable to Starfleet and earned the respect of your fellow officers. Return to Earth Space Dock. I would like to formally recognise your contributions to the Federation. This mission will provide you with a free ship. Helm, set the course. I will return to Earth shortly. Right. Well, I'm going to get my ship and do all the other stuff off stream.
Starfleet Intelligence has completed its...
I have new missions.
Oh yeah, I need to talk to her anyway. Yeah, we'll talk to her another time. So, it's goodbye to the USS Exeter. She has served me well for 10 ranks. She's going to be replaced by another ship, which you will see on the next stream, part 9. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching. I shall see you in part 9, where we shall finish off. We shall finish off the Romulan mystery, and then we'll move on to we'll do the we'll then head to the Nimbus system to do the secrets of Nimbus, and then we'll kick off the Cardassian struggle with Lost and Found. So I hope to see you in part 9. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry for the brief switch to enable the chat, but yeah, that's the downsides of streaming on the PlayStation. You have full screen or half a screen. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and live long and prosper.